Welcome to my review of the essential accessories for the KTM 1290 Super Adventurous. If you're interested in my favorites, stay tuned. So I'm gonna start off with the most asked after accessory that I have on the bike, and that's the windshield that you see in front of me. Obviously this is not the original, it's the aftermarket windshield from GIVI. I had a different one before this, very similar, tinted grey. It was a bit taller and a bit slimmer by Puig. That one I didn't like so much. I took it off after months and I tried this one because it was recommended in the forum and I really like the windshield. I'm about 1.80 meters tall, or that's 5'11" in feet and inches, and I usually keep it in its lowest setting. Works fine for me. I usually bring it up a little bit when I'm on the autobahn going high speeds, but not always. So this is plenty high for me. If you're a bit taller, maybe all the way up to 190, that still works for you. They make a taller version of this, so if you're taller than that, maybe that's the right one for you. By the way, check out the scenery here. I'm just outside Livigno. Check out the view. Wow, amazing. Really, really nice. Anyway, back to the review. That's number one on the list. The next thing on the list would be the accessory lights that I have. These are made by SW-Motech. I might put some pictures in what they look like. Really, really like those. Not so much for the added visibility at night, even though they're great for that, but mainly to be better seen during daylight. I always have them on all the time. I just want to be seen by other motor vehicles. I want them to see me coming. So that was one of the first things that went on the bike. Absolutely recommend those. The next thing on the list would be the GPS mount. Now this, as you can tell, this is a BMW Navigator 5 and the GPS mount that comes along with it. I had the GPS navigation system on my BMW before, so I didn't bother changing out for another Garmin or something. I just kept that one. Also, I knew it had this Cradle for the BMW Navigator series, which means you have buttons that you can use. Really awesome, because sometimes if you're on a bumpy road, it's really difficult to zoom in and out the map, and I do that quite often just to get an orientation of where I am. So it's really, really nice to have that the buttons in there. Then you see the mount that goes on the bike. That's specific to the KTM. That's not a KTM power parts. That's actually a little custom place that makes CNC parts. It's called Schaal. I have to put that in the description, the link for it. Really nice. It's a CNC aluminum part. A little bit more expensive than the original, but the original already runs you 70 euros, which is ridiculous. So this one is 110, but you get some sturdy aluminum. Much better than the original. The original just wobbles around, especially with the heavy weight of a navigation system on there. Oh, we're crossing into Switzerland now. Excellent. Top of the pass, we are in Switzerland, which means I gotta keep to the speed limits here, because fines are super expensive, as you may know, so I'm not gonna go any faster than I should. Anyway, this GPS mount, you have to be a bit patient. I had to wait 2 months for mine, but that was over the winter time. You can get a customized though, different kind of colors. This one is just pure black, but you can get some orange parts to it. Really cool. I'm glad I got that one. Really, really nice. The next thing on the list is the smartphone mount. This one, it's by Touratech. The reason I picked this one over any other option is because I can put a wireless charger below the phone, which is really a slim wireless charger that you can just buy off of Amazon. It doesn't cost much. It was like less than 15 euros, but it charges the phone while it's in the cradle, which is awesome. And it's just wired up to the USB output of the bike, and I don't have to fiddle around with cables as I used to, just to keep the phone charged. And it's also really easy to just take the phone out. If I'm at the gas station, I leave the sat nav on, but I do take the phone with me, just in case, to have it with me, and I don't want to leave it on the bike unattended. So it makes life a bit easier if you want to pull it out. Also, it allows me to fly the drone and have the controller sitting on my tank bag and then wire it up to the phone, so I can see where I'm flying, and then I can basically put the cable in from the remote control. That also helps quite a bit, but that's just a side note. It's helpful for me. But the main reason is that it's convenient and has enough space under that cradle or that mount to Velcro a wireless charger underneath it. You could probably use a RAM mount as well. That will also work. You know, RAM mount with the 4 clamps. That'll also work. But I just like the Touratech one. Plus they come with the orange rubbers. Awesome. Next thing on the list, really nice, is the chain oiler. Now the chain oiler is made by CLS. There are other products on the market. I think the better known products would be the Scott oiler. Now they make different kinds of chain oilers. These are the ones that have a pump. There's other ones that use sort of the vacuum systems. They are a lot less reliable. Well, it's not reliability so much, then you have to sort of fiddle around with the oil, because then the drip speed is dependent on temperature, and this just takes the temperature out of the equation. You can use the same oil year round with these systems that have a pump in it and a little control unit. The reason I chose this over the Scott oiler, similar in price, one main reason is the control unit. It's super tiny, so there's a little display on it, so you can set the drip speed. It's set to 3 right now, which is normal riding mode. If in the rain, I can bring it up a little bit, you know, if it's dusty or something, and then I can dial it down again. So that's all I need. Now you look at that screen from the Scott oiler, it's massive, it's huge, and it's just super ugly. I just didn't want to have that on my handlebars. That's one big reason. The other big reason is you can install the CLS system completely hidden from view, because all the components come separately. You have the pump, the control unit, and the tank for the oil. They come in separate units, so you can install them in any kind of location. I install mine under the passenger seat, the pillion seat. There's plenty of space there, and then you can't really see any of the hoses or anything. You just see that little needle coming out that hits the chain, and that's really it. And the third reason why the CLS oiler is nice is because it's very efficient. It uses a lot less oil than the Scott oiler, so they say. And I've tried that as well. I think I can go about 10,000 kilometers on a single tank. That's about 100 milliliters of chain oil, which is nice. You know, it's not a whole lot. So that's good to know. Highly recommend this one. I don't know if you can get it internationally, and you can definitely get it in Germany. I don't know if you can get it internationally. But the chain oiler is awesome. And it's not, you know, obviously the chain and the sprockets, all those things technically last longer if the oil with the chain oiler system, so they say, but it's the main reason is convenience. I don't want to have chain loop with me and then oil the chain. If I'm on the tour right now, I don't want to do that every night, especially if I get in late at night, like yesterday at 9 o'clock and it was dark. I don't want to really oil the chain. I don't want to do it in the morning. So for me, primarily it's convenience, nothing else. So really cool accessory. Next accessory is the one I'm sitting on, which is the Power Parts seat. The original seat of the KTM 1290 Super Adventure S is pretty hard. It's a bit lower, but it's hard. And it's not very comfortable for, wow, check it out. Look at that glacier. Incredible views up here. So the Power Parts seat is much softer. I can go long distances with it and still be comfortable on it. I'm sure there are other options out there. The KTM Power Parts works for me really nice. It's good to have that. The next accessory, you hear it, is the Akrapovic exhaust system. 2 reasons. One is sound. It sounds a bit deeper. It's not louder. It's street legal in Germany, so I wasn't going for the super loud exhaust, but I just wanted a bit more bass. It sounds a bit nicer. Also looks much nicer on a black bike. Definitely nicer. There's plenty of other options out there. The Akrapovic, top of the line, probably the most expensive as well, so you can't really go wrong with it. Next on the list are the levers for clutch and brake. Now these are V-Trec. They're also street legal in Germany. That makes them a bit more expensive than the stuff that you can buy off eBay. But the safety part, I didn't really want to gamble with that. And they have a few nice features. Obviously they look cool, but also these levers flip up. So in case of a crash, that's really nice that those things come up. There's a better chance that your levers will survive a crash. If you got that, also you can adjust the length of it and the distance. And that's kind of cool. And they look a whole lot better than the original. So Very, very nice part. Also got the crash bars. These are also original power parts. Nice to have that. Are these cops up there? Oh, you can never tell with these like high visibility vests. Helicopter, wow. There are cops, you gotta be kidding. Me too? I wasn't even going that fast. Okay. These are cops. Wow. Welcome to Switzerland. Good thing I'm going slow and enjoying the view and talking to you guys. Wow. Crash bars. Crash bars, good to have. When the bike crashes, it keeps you from major damage. They don't look so bad on the bike. I got them in black. Really nice to have. Also added the sliders, the front and rear axle sliders. These are SW-Motech again. KTM doesn't make any power parts for it, and the SW-Motech are super easy to install. It took me probably 15 minutes. Wow, check out that glacier. That is so nice. I haven't been here in a very long time, and it's, wow, incredible view. Amazing, amazing. Back to the sliders. Easy to install, 15 minutes. They're not the cheapest of the bunch. I think they were just, I actually don't remember how much they were. It's a lot more expensive if you have to slide off the fork or the rear end of the bike, so it's good to have these. And I think this is it for all the accessory. Now I have to, wow, gotta check this out. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful view. I have to fly my drone here, I guess. Anyway, that concludes the accessory part of it. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up. If you got any other accessories you like, leave your comment in the comment section. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel to see more of these videos. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ride safe.